This holiday season, event organizers are desperate to cash in on holiday fever and provide fun to many South Africans who need to escape from the harsh realities of the COVID-19 pandemic. Now, as part of the holiday festivities, today our reporter Zinhle Kanyane is at the Dika Park in Mahikeng, where an annual music, gin and food event is being held. She joins us now to talk us through how it's unfolding during the coronavirus outbreak. Zinhle, a very good morning to you. We know that today is expected to be a really fun, laid-back sort of day. We're in the middle of a global pandemic, and of course we are now facing the second wave. How is this annual festival expected to take place today?
Indeed, Mpho, we are coming live to you from Dika Park. It's a location not too far from Riviera Park. For those who know Mahikeng well, it's not too far from Riviera Park, but also as you come in through the R49 into Mahikeng, this location is right on your right hand side before you get into Mahikeng. So that's where we're coming to you live for the Town Gin Garden that happens annually here in this town. And you would remember, Mpho, like you said in your intro, a lot of artists, a lot of organizers have had it rough this year. And in outdoor events like this, a lot of organizers have actually pulled the plug on their events because the 250 limitation number that the president stipulated in outdoor events like this does not really seem so financially viable for organizers and artists that really make a lot of money around the festive season. But here in Mahikeng, it seems like the organizers here have managed to brace themselves, and they're determined to give people of Mahikeng and people that are coming from outside a good time today, but also very responsibly and very safely. Let me bring in one of the organizers to tell us a little bit more about this event. Thabo, thank you for joining us. Tell us what this event is about. I know that there's some live artists that are going to be performing. What can we expect, and when did this event start?
This is our first annual event, and basically Town Gin Garden, it's all about promoting and bringing to the people locally distilled gins that are made here in South Africa in our backyard by our brothers and sisters. So it's basically about introducing and letting people to know more about these gins. And we also invited the local gins like your Mafuri and Chancel and others. Those are locally distilled gins. And again, it's all about changing the lifestyle of partying. It's more of your relaxed lifestyle events. And we wanted to introduce to people that, instead of festivals and, those crowded events, there are events like this that we can always resort to in cases like this, COVID-19, yes.
Thabo, we are told that there are some artists that are going to be performing here. Yes. Who can people look out for?
Town Gin Garden is basically all about local. So we're giving local DJs a good platform to showcase their craft. We have the likes of DJ Mujere, DJ Amudins, we have DJ Warona, we have DJ Whiskers. We have quite an interesting lineup.
Like they say, local is lekker, right?
Local is lekker.
Thanks, Thabo. Just highlighting what this event is about. And I like the fact that it's promoting local talent, Mpho. Local gin. I hope I'll be able to taste some after work, though. Let me bring in another organizer here who's going to tell us about those COVID-19 regulations or measures that are very important for us to observe today. What measures have you put in place today?
Thank you, Zinhle, for having us. As President indicated last week that the rules and regulations regarding the COVID need to be adhered to, especially in the public space, the parks and the other beaches. So from our side, we ensured that we planned properly. As you can see from our setup here, there's a social distance that has been thoroughly maintained. Our people are not congested. And then as you enter by the gate there, we've got sanitizers and the mask for people in case that will not be bringing their own mask. We've got an alternative mask to say, please put on your mask before you enter. So we're ensuring that even the sanitizers are enough. We'll be circulating them around as people enjoy and having fun. Because of this has been a year that has been hit hard by the COVID-19 world globally. So we're trying to say even under those circumstances, but we need to have something. We need to have our people have life. The people need to celebrate. So we're doing that, adhering to the COVID-19 regulations.
How are you ensuring that there'll be strictly only 250 people here?
It's a good thing because of our tickets were already sold. We were sold out by Friday, if I'm not mistaken. And then we immediately sent the communication through our social media platform to indicate to our people to say we have been sold out and then no one is going to be allowed at the gate because of the tickets have been already sold out. We are strictly sticking to the 250. We're not going to go beyond that because we will be putting our people in risk, and then we'll be putting also our Maptown Gin Gardens into jeopardy as well.
Thank you so much. So it seems like systems are in place. Masks will be worn here. Strictly only 250 tickets have been sold. And as I'm seeing the guys setting up behind the camera, it seems like social distancing will be adhered to. So, spring has sprung, so some of us are trying to enjoy this life, Mpho. In a lot of times in our career, we cover these depressing stories and murders and COVID-19 and deaths. It's good once in a while to put on your summer hat and look floral and just get in a relaxed environment like this.
I absolutely agree, Zinhle, and I hope that you will indeed be taking that gin after work hours as you promised. But another matter, as you were talking to the two organizers, of course, mentioning that those participants in this festival will be locals who will be showcasing their local talent and local brews. How important is that aspect, Zinhle, especially considering the unprecedented year we've had and the emphasis on local production, local spending, to ensure that we do indeed spruce up the country's economy?
Yeah. Mpho, I couldn't agree with you more because the pandemic has hit hard big artists in South Africa and abroad. But you can't help but imagine what it has also done to small local artists. And for this event to focus strictly on local artists during such a difficult time, I think that's exceptional for this, for that kind of concept in this event. But, you would understand it's been a difficult year. So this is a chance for local entrepreneurs who produce gin, and local artists really to come out and showcase their talents to the people that will be here. And hopefully that will be a step up in their careers. Obviously, when this pandemic is long gone, they're able to break through into the industry, because we know it's difficult for local artists to break into the industry. So these kind of platforms really come in handy for local artists.
Very well, let's leave it there. The lovely Zinhle Kanyane looking flourishing in floral. We will, of course, continue to bring you the latest updates coming out of that festival.